with it. It's weary. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Give to the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional. There he goes! And some room to work. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tennessee! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's James. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Payne. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He laid out for the first down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a man. It's Payne. Grab near the marker. It's Hall. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gives it on the option. He's inside the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Weary. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
and great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Buys a little extra time. Avoids pressure. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Inside the 15. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. And the Volunteers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bringing the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Payne. Makes the grab, it's Willis. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tremble. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get him to the 33-yard line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Got a man. It's Hall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's James. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Back to throw, it's Payne. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The screen, and watch out. Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So here is the Tennessee offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Weary. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Takes the handoff. It's Baker. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. He's got 69 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's just...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense really has put themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Powell. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal, and the defense is already on their heels.
Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. That's caught. It's Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point splits the upright. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
Nestles it in at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Payne. Steps away to find some room. A strike downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hall. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
Your game on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He might want another play. Williams will pass. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cuse.
And that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's James. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. On the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Good gain on the return, and this This defense has set them up with a big play.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Lost to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The screen, he's got wheels. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Payne. Under fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Military stance! Military stance! On set! On the ready!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Gain of 10. That's a first down for the offense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Rushes on him. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, it's James. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Syracuse right back at it.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down.
Set, ready.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Ready up. Now. Ready.
Dropping back, it's Payne. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no. We're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Snagged in the middle. It's Weary. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Vols looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Punts it out of the air. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that as well.
Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Syracuse, 35. Tennessee, 24.
Coming out with it, it's James.
Returner brings it out to 13.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers.
Tennessee, 24.
They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Great team defense on that run cut. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Powell. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's a good 1st down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Tennessee, 24.
running the daylight from inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. So here is the Tennessee offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business and
pulls it in down the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. With jet sweep pass. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
On the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one. He's got space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Motion from the back. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got a man. It's Russell. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Payne. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
High the chains now on 2nd and long.
On the ready. To the line. Tanner.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's McFadden. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Syracuse.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Gets the back moving. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to ball his way in. Into the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Back to throw, it's Payne. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Syracuse hopes they can just drain this clock. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wide open downfield. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
They just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To pass. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today.